This conference will now be recorded.
We'll start with the approval of the minutes. Was everyone able to download it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we have an aye from
No, I
everybody?
didn't see them, but
Aye.
I did not see them, but I will look for them again.
Okay. They were sent twice as a zip drive, and then the second time it was an email, and you'd opened it up in Word?
Okay, I'll look for it.
Okay.
There were 4 attachments.
Okay, I'll look for them.
All right. How many people do we have? Do we have a quorum?
Yes, you do.
Great. All right. Then we'd like to jump to the next part 2, approve the meeting calendar dates for the following year. Was everyone able to see that?
Yes.
Yes.
I had seen that in the past, yes.
So can we have an approval, an aye from everyone?
Aye.
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 Okay, it looks like you crossed one out and
Yep.
put in the 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next we have the accounting. Patricia and Jen.
That would be me. Jen, are you there?
Jen?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, I just got the report about an hour ago, and guess what? It's exactly the same as it was last month, the month before that. Okay, so we now have 8.9% of our monies used. Available budget is $7,288.43. That's out of the $8,000 we beginning of the fiscal year.
So Donna, give your expense report.
Okay. A total of, for the holiday decorations, I spent a total of $443.66. $79.92 on lights. $7.76 on those zip ties. $152.98 on bows. And $196 on the wreath and the roof and the roping. For a total of $466.
Did you get them all in the same place, or do you have multiple receipts?
Multiple receipts. Michael's Home Goods and Michael's Home Depot and the farm.
Can I interrupt? Like the dates for next year's meeting, I can't open that. What is the September date?
The September date is September 7th.
So just so you know, the Jewish holiday starts on the 6th, so I'm not sure if that conflicts with anybody, and just want to make sure you guys consider that
All right.
into that, okay?
Well, many of these dates might be due to COVID and other unexpected events.
Right.
All right. Let's jump to technology. Any more questions on the financial end?
I just want to say, if you have receipts for me, just put them in my mailbox.
I will write it up and put it in there tomorrow, Patricia.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
'Cause I want to get them in before the end of this calendar year.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it.
Patty has a quick question. I just wondered, so the amount that we spent on the holiday decorations, is that an average amount of money that we spend?
No, this is more than in the past.
Yeah.
We normally kind of find free items, free greens, and we use those. However, this year there were more greens as far as the wreaths are concerned, the places that we added those. Remember, years ago when Beautification first started, they always decorated not only town hall, but the fire department, the police department, and I believe there was one more. I can't remember which, but that was always part of the budget. So it's good that we're doing it this year, especially.
Yeah, I was just curious to know if the cost was just a little bit more because of the new roping and the lights.
Correct. That's absolutely correct, Pat. And the other thing is, last year we bought the baskets pre-done at Home Depot, so the bows and all the greens and everything were already there. We didn't buy any extra stuff, so there wasn't extra expenses like that. And I think we paid $30 some odd for the bigger ones, and I don't remember for the small ones. But we only had to buy 6. We didn't do as much last year as we did this year.
Okay.
Plus, the lights were
curious.
expensive. No. It's a good question.
And last year and this year, we tried to coordinate with town hall, the inside of it.
And Karen came yesterday. Came yesterday and picked the extra bows.
Great.
Oh, nice.
So last year, that was a big issue, trying to coordinate the design of the bow. Town hall picked them first, so there was a little difficulty trying to find and coordinate with them. I know Donna spent a lot of time, and this year as well, going around to find all these items, and she really deserves a lot of congratulations for this, as well as
Oh,
Kim.
stop. I do not. Everybody would have done the same thing.
You did.
Thank
Really
you.
Move on.
And it looks
Moving on.
perfect. Next, data technology.
There's nothing really to report on technology. You know, we're getting good Facebook feedback. Janice was kind enough to share the link with all the sites, Facebook pages that she belongs to, which is really good. As far as updates on the t-shirts, Janice, I have your t-shirt. I'm going to pop it in the mail to you.
Okay, do you want me to stop by and pick it up if you leave it outside or something?
Whatever's
I
up
can
to
do
you.
that.
It's
That
up
way
to
you don't
you.
pay for, yeah, I can do that.
Okay, I can leave it in my mailbox. Do you know where I live? by
Okay,
any
we'll
chance?
email each other. We can email
Okay.
each other. All
Sounds
right?
good. Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. And Jen is not here today, correct? I still have her shirt too.
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's it for me.
Rita, were you paid for the t-shirts? Did you send in your,
I did. Yep. They took care of me. Yep. I'm all set.
great.
It was really easy this year. They were very accommodating at town hall. I got my check like a couple days later, so it was really good. Good this year.
Great,
Well,
thank you for that.
Yes, thank
All
you
right.
for doing that.
Yep. No problem.
Any questions for Rita? Okay.
Nope.
Moving on, new business, town hall decoration review. Can we hear your opinions, what worked, what didn't, what we need to do next year, what we want to include?
I think it looks great, but I think we need to do more next year. I'd love to see something done with the light poles. There are a few light poles that are wrapped with lights. They don't look so hot. But I think we ought to consider something new for next year on the light poles.
You mean just the light poles at town hall?
Yeah, just the light poles at town hall.
There wasn't any consistency. There were some by the benches that had some kind of roping, but right in front on the east side of town hall, nothing.
Well, I think that this is Donna speaking. I think that we should think about doing something if we're going to find out how many lampposts there are and purchase some of this stuff like right after Christmas at the, clearance sales so that we don't spend quite as much money next year. We won't have to buy the lights, but we already have them.
Anna, I'll do a count. Let's do it.
And don't forget when we met, this is Chris, and don't forget when we met with Hall, Mo McCarthy was replacing the lamp, so nothing was done as far as we were concerned, because we had there were some tops that were hanging, etc. That was supposed to be part of a project, remediating the whole, on the,
And also, Rita and I put bows on the Alberta spruce this year. That wasn't done this year on the
Go wash
Paris
them.
green.
She's not on right now.
Who?
Sorry, talking to my daughter.
Oh.
She's trying to get away with not doing dishes. So.
Did you hear what I said about the bows on the Alberta spruce?
Right. We didn't do that.
We didn't do that.
They weren't that expensive.
What?
They were not that. Those bows weren't that expensive. And how many Alberta spruces are left?
I have no
2?
idea. Count.
There is one that died, I noticed.
Yeah.
well, let's
Yeah.
take
You mean the
another,
ones at Town Hall or the ones at Paradise Green?
Paradise.
Green.
Yeah.
I'll do a
Yeah, I haven't
count.
noticed.
I don't think we should worry about the count right now because more could die between
I don't
now.
either. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more suggestions as far as what we did or what you'd like to see different?
Patty
like Donna's
Keys, do you have
idea.
any suggestions being a new person?
Not off the top of my head. The only thing I thought maybe we just, I don't know, I just felt like maybe we could have assembled the wreaths before we went out there and hung them up. Or even just, I guess now that we have the nails in there, it's fine. But I was thinking even just like to string sometimes the wreaths with with ribbon, with a wide ribbon,
Mm-hmm.
and hang them a little bit that way. But I mean, I think it looks fine. I think it looks great. I have to go by it a couple times, I guess, maybe if I'm going to come up with anything that I think should be changed, but I think it looks fine.
Okay.
I do agree
All
about
right.
the lamp posts, though. The lamp posts don't look the best, so.
I agree.
Yeah, they look sad. They look sad. I agree. No.
Okay.
I just want to say I like Donna's idea about buying after Christmas, getting stuff on sale. Like if we were to come up with what we want to see next year and just shop for those now and get that, like have a plan in place. Like, I don't know, I like to plan in advance and be like, this is what we're going to do for this particular month. And, you know, just have that all planned out. Just, you know, and if we can get it on after Christmas sale, that's cherry on, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So Patricia will go out and review all the existing infrastructure, and then we'll have a total count of what we could plan for in January for the sale. I will say
And
that
Patricia, how was
on my drive,
the fire? I'm sorry.
I will
was the
say that on my drive
and
here, the north end, the lights around that the town did look really nice. I mean, those giant snowflakes and so forth, they really look nice.
Are they on?
Yes,
Yeah.
my husband actually commented how nice it looked coming down Main Street when he came home from work this
Are the
weekend.
poles on though, or is it just the snowflakes on? Because some of the poles are on in the morning and some are off.
Oh, the poles were on as well as the snowflakes. So everything is all lit up.
Good, okay. How about
And
the,
isn't tonight the tree lighting?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What's tonight's tree lighting?
I didn't notice the tree at the town hall. I'll look at it when I go back, but I also want to check the lights on the gazebo.
they're fine, I went by this morning.
Okay.
And the snowflakes this year were angled at like a 45-degree angle. Last year they were perpendicular, and I think that created some issues with the larger trucks turning corners, et cetera. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, they look
Mm-hmm.
nice.
All right, any questions? We'll move on to decorating contest.
No questions.
All right. Special thank you to Rita again, who created the nice designs for the dates. I had sent out originally different ones, but Rita was great enough to take care of it and put on a nice design on Facebook to let people know where to vote, what dates, etc. And the themes, the originality, the arrangement, the theme, the overall presentation, and voting being from December 15th through the 17th. So that's wonderful. Thank you.
Good job, Rita.
Great.
When do we go out?
What?
Tricia has a question about going out and viewing them. Because of COVID, I think that's a mute question right now, unless we do it individually or two people in a car.
But no, I don't think going out together is a good idea. However, maybe we can narrow it down to the top 5
One,
or 6. And then, we choose, or maybe we all go individually and look at the top 6. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there.
I was thinking about that too, Rita. I think that's a great idea. We'll see what the public says. And then out of the top 6, we already have 6 nominations. So I think we're going to get a lot of nominations this year.
I just did another one tonight.
You are too much. You are too much.
An over the top one, which is really kind of cool.
So I think that we should all decide on what day, like the voting ends when, on the 17th, Rita? What was the last date?
yes,
Yes.
17th. It's the last day for voting.
Okay, so December. So I think, could people possibly be able to go around, and because we're going to announce it on the 23rd, it said?
Yes.
All right, so the 20th. So we have to kind of get together collectively, one way or another, emails or whatever, and decide what our choices are. So sometime before the 22nd, everybody's going to have to get together and do their thing. Is that possible for everyone to do?
I think so. It all depends on how many homes are nominated and how the voting goes.
No, we're just going to we'll try and just do the top 6. Well, we should vote on it. I don't think we all have to go see every single house. But I liked Rita's idea of doing just the top 6. And then we vote on those.
There are 6 nominated now, right?
Right.
Where
as a group?
Where can you view the nominees?
I was gonna say, like, where can we see the list? Like, is there like a real-time list or?
Are they on the town website?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I mean, that would be good to be able to see the list, even though.
You're not getting it as they come through the webmaster? You're not getting them on your computer?
You're the only one getting it, Donna.
I'm the only one getting it?
No,
Yeah,
I'm getting it.
Go ahead, Reed.
I'm not getting it for some reason, and I'm the one that set it up, so I'm not sure.
You're not getting it.
I don't get anything either.
And I didn't get the 6 nominations. I didn't either. It's not like the curb appeal where we get it all the time. But for this, no, haven't received one. Me either.
Okay, well, as I get them, then I will just forward them to you guys.
Well, you don't have to do that, because everybody can go to the town site and click on the nominated homes, and everyone can see them.
Right? Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm doing that now. I'm looking at them now, and yeah, they are nicely listed. There's 6.
Okay, I'll check there.
And Laura, are the pictures there?
Yeah, the pictures are there with the address.
Yep, pictures are here.
Okay.
All right, on
Yeah, they're
to
nice
holiday cards. Did we make any new ones?
Not that I know.
I mean, no.
You know, the passed out ourselves.
The blue ones?
About the blue ones, the blue and gold tree.
Yeah, no.
All right,
I did not make any.
Okay, let's skip that, but put it on the agenda to make it for next year.
Well, you know, we have so many and nobody really used them that much. I don't know if it's a moot point. I think we need to vote on whether we want to do that or not.
All right. Well, let's hear some discussion. I mean, I liked it in our area. Usually one home was nominated, but there were so many others that were nicer or whatever, because a lot of times it's a popularity contest and you have all your neighbors voting for you. And a lot of wonderful homes are they're missed. So it's nice to put a card in to acknowledge the fact that we appreciate what we've seen and what they've done for the community. But that's just my point. This is Chris. So let's hear from everybody else.
I did it last year. I handed them out to how homes that weren't even nominated. I put cards in mailboxes.
Yeah, I did too, but I don't know if everybody did.
I did not.
Do people have any of those cards left?
I don't.
I think I might.
I'm happy to do it if I get cards.
I would do it as well. This is Patty.
Okay, I will look and see if I have any more upstairs, but I think I distributed them to everyone last year, but I'll look and see. And if I do, I will drop some off at everybody's house.
Okay.
All right?
Great.
I'll check and see how many I have, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
I might have.
You might have some, Patricia?
Yeah, I might.
So
I have to look when I get home.
So let's do a timeline for that. By Friday, let Donna know.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has them home in their folders.
Yep.
Okay.
I know we put at least 10. Anybody who started the year in the folder, they were inside, so maybe they were just misplaced or used. Hopefully they were all used. All right, agenda number 8, and that's plant materials for 2021 at Town Hall. This will give us a month to think about it. Normally, Chad needed to know in January so he could create his list.
I have one comment about this. This is Patricia. The bags that we put them in are very thin and fragile. 3 of mine broke. I had to glue them together. But I think we ought to think about getting a stronger yellow bag if we can. They're very weak. They're very thin. Just a suggestion.
Oh, you're talking about the ones, the daffodil bulbs?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're talking about plant material that we'll in June.
I know,
June.
but under 8, you have ABC. So I thought I'd throw it in as an A.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, A.
All right. If anybody happens to come across, we purchased them at Hudson Paper. If anyone has, or if they've seen any that are more durable, maybe with a waxy texture to it, that might be helpful. Or we would double bag.
Do you have a lot left over?
No.
Okay.
No. They're just very difficult to find.
We do have some left over.
How many bags
Do you hear me?
We normally buy 500. They come, I believe, in 500 quantities.
We do have some left. I don't know how many. They're in my basement.
We can use those up, but I'm just saying that they're really thin and very fragile.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
So then if everyone could be on the lookout, we'll see if we can find another source. It's just difficult, I think, doing things online and ordering it that way without feeling the texture,
Get a
etc.
sample. You can ask for a sample.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I know Hudson Paper, we already have a purchase order, so it makes it a lot easier to do that. But, maybe we can even ask them to look into it for us, something more durable.
Yeah.
I would like to start using a Stratford company, which is, and just ask him to find something that's better quality or thicker. See if he can find something.
Okay,
Chris, can you measure, can you give me the dimensions of those bags that we have now so we can sort of stick to the same size? I don't know how,
It's kind of standard.
They're
It's
like
a standard lunch.
lunch bags.
standard lunch?
Right.
Okay.
They do have a larger size. Is a little more expensive, but it's the same quality. It's rather thin. So we're looking for something that's a little denser. All right. I'll check with the weekend.
Okay, I would say at least 50 cards here. I just went up in my office to see, and I have about 50. I would say 50.
Okay.
Need to order them.
That's plenty this year.
Okay, I have to hop off. I have a hard stop right now. If there's anything you guys need from me, maybe shoot me an email. I can't think of anything at the moment, so good seeing your faces,
Okay.
those of you who are
Bye,
on.
Janice.
Bye.
Have a good Christmas.
Bye.
Thanks, you
Janice,
too.
I will put, Janice,
Yes,
can you hear me?
yes.
I will put in an envelope and drop off at Rita's house cards for you,
Perfect.
okay? So that
Thank
pick
you.
up your T-shirt, they'll be there,
Awesome. Okay.
okay?
Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Moving on. Now, the seals. Rita, can we order another box of the large?
Yep.
Of the what was that?
The larger decal seals.
Oh, yeah.
All right. A new design for yard. Wait a minute. The yard signs we had talked regarding the yard
Yes.
signs for the winners, redesigning that.
Are we designing it? You know what? We should ask Jen Riley to design it with her artistic ability.
Or even the art
Yes.
class at the high
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mention that.
Even the art class at the high school.
Who is?
It needs to be a little more professional than the art class. I don't know.
Why?
I don't mean to be negative about that, but
Why? Have you seen their graphics?
We've seen some of the stuff they've produced.
Yeah, but I thought some of the stuff they produced was pretty darn, nice.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna look around on the internet. Like that's how I originally came up with this sign. Was I found it on the internet one year from another beautification committee. I forget what state it was in, but there are all different ideas out there. But that's fine with the school. Yeah, that's fine.
Why are we looking to find a new design?
Kind of boring.
Because it's ugly.
Okay.
We're tired of looking at the old one.
Okay.
Because it's
Yeah,
yellow.
I have-
I don't know who picked the gold, but the gold is horrendous. It's just horrendous.
I have 13 more signs downstairs
Ugh.
for the holiday ones.
Oh,
13 holiday ones. We went, Rita, remember we went to the gold for the award winners. The holiday ones are red and green. They're not gold. But we
Right, those
went
are
to
nice.
the gold for the curbside because the green wasn't showing up against the green lawns. Remember that?
no, they were like a brown, like a bronze. That's what it was.
If you use either a white background or a white lettering, that might even show up better than gold.
Mm.
I'm just saying, it might.
We're on now. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see
how'd
it.
you do that?
Oh my God.
Oh, there is everybody. Hello.
Can't see you though.
We
Oh, there you
don't,
guys are. Hi.
We don't know what we did, but
Hi, lady.
Did this 2 weeks ago.
Christine, you have to hang up the phone.
Got it.
There you go.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay, good.
yep.
All right,
Everybody,
all right. Do you like this format better than a Zoom format?
I like Zoom because you can raise your hand.
Yes. I was looking for something on here like that.
Me
The only
too.
problem-
I'm like, where is it? I like Zoom
Problem-
better.
The problem is, I like Zoom better too. The problem is we need a Zoom manager.
Oh,
Just for an hour.
Plus, I
Okay.
think if you didn't have a corporate license or account, it would be, you'd be timed. You'd have like 40 minutes.
45 minutes, you do.
Yeah. So, the town has a license for the GoToMeeting feature.
Mhm.
So that's kind of why we use it for our town meetings. But either way, it's fine with me. I've used both, and either one, it doesn't matter to me. With this small group, I don't know if raising hand would matter. You just see everybody on one page. I've been on Zooms where you've got 5 pages of people, so it's a
I've
lot
never
of
been a
people.
big
So then you
Zoom
kind of need the
because-
raise hand feature, but this is pretty straightforward here.
This is Margot. Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Sure, Marco, I don't see you at all, but,
Yeah, I have my camera off.
oh, all right.
I do believe that you have to use the GoToMeeting platform. You are a council committee. It's the platform that the town has purchased, and it's the one that Dave is able to upload to the website because part of the governor's executive order that allows you to hold your meetings virtually requires that the recordings, that they be recorded and those recordings be uploaded onto the town's website. So it's not just a consideration of which you like better or which is easier, but you have to stay within the parameters of the town.
All right, that answers the question.
Yep, that was easy. Thanks,
Okay.
Margot.
Well, thank you. All right, now, any new business that anyone would like to talk about that we haven't discussed yet?
Nope.
I liked Rita's idea of sending a congratulatory note to Renee in Public Works from the Beautification Committee
Are
Which
you
I haven't
talking
done
about the Facebook page?
on her promotion.
But what
What did you
format?
say, Rita?
I haven't done it yet. I'm
I
sorry.
think an old-fashioned handwritten note.
Oh, you want to write her a note? Oh,
When it
okay.
was first in the newspaper, or maybe someone sent me an email. I sent her a congratulatory
You
email
did? Okay.
from Beautification. I also sent one to Mo, who left, thanking him for his service to the Beautification Committee. But I think a card
You
is,
are so good.
that's fine. I'll take care of that. I'll
I
sign.
think we need to make a very, extend a hand out to the public to get some more people on this committee. We're really shorthanded, especially when it comes to planting and weeding. I don't know how to do it, how you want to do it, but we need to reach out again.
Well,
Laura, did you hear anything about Cindy Buckley?
I saw the thing from, I got something from someone who wanted to be on the library board. I don't know if I got anything on Cynthia Buckley.
So how have you advertised in the past if there's openings for the committee?
This, like Margot said, that this is a council committee, so there's 9 people that are on the committee, including myself as the council rep. So it's like 8 members plus me. We just lost Lisa McGarren, I believe that was her name, because she didn't want to meet in person. So and she did resign for that reason. I'm not sure.
You're talking about Lisa McCutcheon?
Yeah, I'm saying her name wrong. You're right. Yeah. If she wanted to be asked to come back, seeing as we're doing the meetings online now, maybe she would reconsider, or you know, we could get some other members. We do have an opening because of her.
Well,
Okay.
the woman that Donna talked about, she sent in her paperwork and everything else. She sounded very interested, knowledgeable in gardening and all of that. I think she should deserve a review.
Okay, if Donna has the app, did she send it to the council clerk? I mean, to
I don't have it. I got in touch with her and told her to, if she had it, to resubmit her resume, and she said she was going to do that. So I
Okay.
wondered if you had.
I hadn't gotten anything from her.
Okay.
I did want to mention that I did.
Okay.
Carol, you have a question?
I never got anything from Lisa that said she resigns.
She resigned. It was brought up at a town council meeting.
Was it on that agenda?
Yes.
The town council? Okay, I'll pull it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
It
will
was,
pull it.
I want to say it was like 3 months, was it 3 months ago? I can't remember, but it was on the town council.
Our goal was always to have open communication with all the different committees and commissions. And I have to say this year was really the best. It was so nice to have the Longbrook Park people, the historical section, and also Booth Park reach out. And they worked as a group with their trusted committee members and planted daffodil bulbs. This is the first time I'd ever seen that. That's really wonderful. I'm hoping, Laura, you could encourage that with some of the other commissions like conservation. I mean, so we don't reinvent the wheel and share information. In some way, we could help them if they help us. And we're looking for people to do things. We have old committee members who would like to help. I did not know if that was legal or not. Like Barbara Julian contacted me and said, anytime you're working on a project, please include me.
You can have as many volunteers as you want on the planting projects. It doesn't have to be just committee members.
Good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Donna, you'll get back to the person.
I'll get back to Cindy. Yeah. Yep.
Because I just know her as the
As soon
dental
as my husband. Right. As soon as Ken gets home, I'll ask him to give me her number again. He knows her, professionally. So he has a resource. Anyway, coming up, I just had a thought in my head and it just left. New members, gardening. So what are we doing about the list for the flowers? We're waiting on that?
No, everybody on the committee needs to think. You all had wonderful recommendations. Some of you wanted the rose bushes removed. Some of you wanted to see different plantings. We're trying to coordinate with Stratford High as well. I couldn't tell from what I viewed the other day when we were working at Town Hall what they planted. They were going to let us know, but we never heard anything. That's why I'm saying we need to work with people, find out what's going on. So you have a nice uniform plan for the area. Now you're
Okay.
on Public Works, Laura. Do you happen to know what their plans are for the spring? What the planting?
I'm on what?
Me?
Yes.
For Booth? Are you talking to me, Christine, Donna?
No, I'm talking to Laura because she's on Public Works. So that we all.
Okay.
We haven't talked about spring planting yet on Public Works, but I could certainly bring that up with Renee. And I know that there was a landscaper, I think you guys met Alan Llewellyn, and who was kind of in charge of the whole building of Stratford High School. And there was the name of a landscaper that they were using. That was probably a good year ago, before that new building even existed. So we can maybe, I'm not sure if they're done with their landscaping, or I would assume that it's all done. So as far as plantings and flowers go.
Well, maybe they could just send us their list, their design, and that we could incorporate that as well. And Laura, would you share with everybody the information you have with regards to the clock at Paradise Green?
Yeah, so the clock is, the clock is here. The clock has been in storage, and there is a contractor that's been chosen I think I sent the designs to Christine, maybe Christine and Donna. I believe that I sent the plans. I think that all happened in the middle of email transition, so I don't have it. I have to ask Renee again for it, but there's a whole plan for additional parking at the gazebo area, and that is incorporated with a new foundation really for the clock, which is going to be pretty reinforced to hopefully absorb any sort of crash. Unfortunately, whatever happens to it in the future, it should be really strong. So it's been designed. The town council approved the funding, and we approved the contractor that was chosen. So what I'd like to find out from Renee, and one of my questions at Public Works, is when that project will start. But unfortunately, the clock will not be up for this Christmas, like Mo had told us a while ago. But definitely for next Christmas.
Oh my God. I was hoping to say something like Easter or whatever. This is
4 years later.
Hopefully by Easter, maybe Valentine's Day. I don't know. But that would
It's
be
almost typical at this point.
think about decorating for Christmas too. It'd be really pretty to incorporate that with a
Yes, it would have been.
whatever.
hopefully it still works and the warranty is still good.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah, right?
Is there an
Right.
update? Is there an update on the roundabout?
the roundabout is still between DOT and the design, I guess, incorporated some land issue that had some property issues with surrounding businesses. I remember at one meeting, DOT didn't like the angle of the way cars would enter into the circle, claiming it was too straight and would allow them to go too fast. So it's going to happen, but there's a lot of components to it, and I know that our town engineer is really on it, and they're going as best they can with getting that move forward.
It's just amazing the years that this is taking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a huge piece of property that's needed. You know, it's not just the road. You're kind of having to cut into business parking lots, and you need to have all of those people agree to pretty much what's an easement on their property. So there's a lot of negotiating between a lot of different businesses that are there that you kind of don't realize. And then you've also got to deal with the state DOT, who, you know, has to look at the plans and then comes back and says, no, you got to do this. But
how about the remediation on Ferry Boulevard, where we have the Benjamin Franklin Monument? We were going to plant the white oak, our state tree, but we had to put that off.
I think that there was some sort of piping underground that wouldn't allow for a tree to be planted there. So there was something there that just wasn't going to work with. You couldn't dig there because there was pipes or whatever underneath that area.
We were told it was contamination. So that's different.
That's contaminated as well. I mean, I'm not sure about that, but I think that, you know, contamination can be remediated. But as far as planting a tree there and the root system and getting a backhoe in there to dig, it didn't seem like that was going to be a possibility.
All right, at least we're getting a different update, because at the last meeting, we heard it was the health department who was making the decision. And I understand with COVID, obviously that had to be shelved, but to get an accurate update would be helpful, so we don't have to revisit this over and over again. Just from any of the committees.
Yeah, I mean, that could bring that up again as well, and just kind of see if do we have a tree we want to put there? I mean, I could even talk to Kelly Kerrigan.
Yes, our state tree. There are no wires or anything, but we were told it was because of the polluted ground.
Yeah. I have a feeling that if that's part of the case, the other case is that there's piping and stuff underneath that is a problem.
I know there's a water issue that goes underneath, but we weren't close to that. And if that whole area was contaminated when they put in the apartments, nobody wore asbestos gear or anything, and they just removed the area, changed the road design, and off they went. But
Yeah, I mean, the apartments were on an existing piece of property. There was an existing building there that was paved, and my daughter went to dancing school there. So I'm not sure if that was already remediated from the previous building that was already there.
well, we're asking questions that we get different answers for, and I know a lot of committee members work very hard doing research on all of this. And it was just a sense of frustration that we weren't moving ahead with anything or hearing anything. But I guess with COVID, it's difficult. So hopefully things will be on the upturn for us and we can move on. Is there anything else anyone wanted to bring up?
I just want to say, if we can't plant a tree there because the roots are so deep and they might go into any piping, is it possible to do something with shrubs or something of that nature that doesn't have a deep root system?
I can certainly ask the town engineer that.
Right, it would be nice if we could bring some sort of signal to the fact that there's a mile marker there, that there's a marker that might have some meaning to the town. Just a thought.
It's the young, we were just concerned, it's the young man who brought this to the town and received an award. He's already graduated college, and he did that when he was in 8th grade at St. James or younger. So we, when
So you're
asked
trying to get a tree planted for what, decades?
a long time, we just wanted, as you said, it's state property, and we're always after them just to mow it so the monument doesn't disappear. I know the Historical Society came to one of our meetings and was concerned about it as well. So we would just like to have some accurate information from whomever, and we'll let
part of the issue with the mowing of that area and along Ferry Boulevard that a lot of us don't really like is that it is state property, but a lot of the plants that are growing are considered pollinator pathways. I mean, it's milkweed and really cool things that we need to keep our butterflies and bees and all of our plants growing. So although it doesn't look pretty and it's not manicured.
It looks terrible.
Well, in that particular area, we really didn't have it. There is a huge butterfly pathway area past the diner, Blue Sky. That whole open area definitely has it and supports the pollinators. I agree with you 100%.
The state does come in and clear cuts that every now and then too. But
well, an oak tree sustains, one of the reasons, not just because it's a state tree, it's a host to 300 different species, which is quite impressive. That's why if you go to Westport or any of the surrounding towns, you will see the oak trees, the very narrow, skinny ones in the sidewalks. And one of the reasons is because it supports all the different pollinators. So it's a positive thing.
Yeah, conservation is also working on getting a street tree plan in place to replace street trees. So like there are other committees that are working on this, but I'm happy to go to Public Works and get another clarification from John Casey on the area where the monument is.
The other issue there, you have the Japanese knotweed, and that was another issue for the town to remove that. But since they were working on taking care of the water features that are there, that would have removed it permanently, hopefully. And then we could have planted. At least that's what we were told from his department. And trust me, I was a pain in the neck going there every month trying to update the committee. But I'm letting go of that because it's been years, and we just need to know where we are. And so anyone else have anything before we move on? We've taken up a lot of time.
I just wanted to say one thing about the new storage building and Chipotle, the restaurant there at the dock. I thought it came out really nice, and I thought the landscaping looked really nice too.
Yeah, they did.
I thought it was a nice use of the land over there. It was right against.
It really is.
Really couldn't do anything else there, so.
It looks really good.
Do they still have the second one? Because I went by it tonight. It looked like you know, it was dark and doesn't look like they made any effort whatsoever to decorate at all, which is very strange for them. Are they
Is
still
that-
open? Or, I mean, I understand they have the second Cebus, like right down the street here. It was very dark and there were no decorations. I was just wondering if they gave
The
up.
original one? The original one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that they were opening that one. They're just kind of running out of the Cibistos.
I was just wondering if they were just, yeah, going to give up the ghost there altogether, or whether they were going to have takeout or whatever.
I hope not.
Very dark.
I like both of them, so.
All right, anything else? Anyone? Patricia, anything
Not
else?
from me.
No, I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm good.
All right, thank you, everybody, and we'll go forward with this format. Thank you for clarifying all of that, Margot. I did not know. And so we will meet again January 5th, Tuesday, January 5th.
And everybody will get back to me by Friday, and if they need cards or not.
Okay.
Okay.
And Laura, if you could just get us that plan design from Stratford High, then maybe we could incorporate before our next meeting, think about our own design,
Sure, yep.
just so we know what plant material. It was hard to see. It looked like grasses to me, but anyway, let me let that go, and
Look
thank you
like
for doing
grasses to me too, so, I don't know.
that. All right, thank you.
Okay, everybody.
All right.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Night.